Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Jack 2. And today we have a money bag drop. And I thought there was only 4, but I guess apparently there's 14. I don't feel like I'm going that fast either. Nah, you were going fast enough, alright. It just didn't feel like it at first. So, we're going to have to use, of course, smaller vehicles to kind of do this. Because, obviously, you got to be quick with this mission. And every time you get a bag, it should, in theory, give you more time back. It shouldn't matter exactly what type of car you're using. I guess I should say it doesn't matter if you're using like the one crew gives you or not. As long as you're just, driving toward where you need to go, you should be fine. And they should, I think, give you at least 30 seconds every time. Regardless of how much time you had left, or regardless of how much time that you had. Well, yeah, left. I don't know why I tried saying like a different way. Like, that's the same thing. I don't know what I was trying to say. How much time you used versus how much time you have left. Like, that's the same fucking thing. I don't know, man. I'm out of it today. I'm kind of out of it today. Okay, well, not every single one of them gives you 30 seconds, but, still. And whatever you do, don't fly up, because you don't want to get hit by anybody. The problem is, of course, flying up saves you from, accidentally, like, running into things down here. Which could, make you bump into things, make you bump into the ground. And that sucks, because you don't want to do that, because that's just going to slow down even more time, right? Like, that's the obvious thing, of course. But, the game doesn't really care. So, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Alright. And of course, if the car blows up with you in it, you don't instantly die, but there's a chance that you'll probably get really hurt, so yeah, I might want to switch cars here. Most likely you have time to do it. These people don't need it anyway. I mean, I would assume that there is currency in this game. I mean, they actually have real money to use, to spend on things, so I mean, I would assume that there's actually a currency here. Nah, who knows? Who knows? Alright, there you go. Back to Crew's shop. I don't know if he's gonna... Yep, he's gonna have a mission for us. Alright, cool. Well, we gotta drop off the bags, right? Sorry. There he is. Ooh, wait. Oh, yeah, so... The way that you get upgrades... The way you get upgrades in this game is you have to do missions to get them. So, for example, like right now, like we just got the scattergun upgrade, which of course, does what it says, increased rate of fire, which is very helpful, but it only works obviously for the scattergun. And yeah, to get upgrades, they are done through missions, which I'm fine with. I don't really mind. It kind of gives you an incentive to, if you remember what mission it was, because I don't really pay attention to like what I get from these missions. I just do them. I'm a good little errand boy, just like Jack, But, I don't really care what the reward is, as long as I just get something. And typically, the only actual true reward in this game, besides, obviously, cutscenes and story, is, gun upgrades every once in a while. If even that, so. So this area, is a marketplace area. You can't drive vehicles on the bottom path. You have to be stuck using the top highway thing there for that to work. So, yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And, of course, this place does reappear in Jack 3. And I'm sure there's probably tons of fucking hidden precursor orbs all around, as always. Ouch. Oh yeah, I forgot that Pecker is a bird monkey.
Yes, yes, I know. My mother, she was very vindictive. I am Onin's interpreter. Onin welcomes you, blah, 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 the usual boring salutations. She says it is good to see you again.
waiting for? A juice pop? A jewel shop? Oh, I know. She's got a hairball, a hair lip, a hairy chest.
Close. But no. Onin says you seek answers about the tomb of Mars.
Oh god, the tomb.
She's going on and on about mystical energy.
Those are going to be one of the... Those are where, like, a lot of the bad parts of the game kind of take place.
I'm gonna sum this up quickly because
Bad in terms of painful.
Onin wants you to recover 3 artifacts from the precursor mountain. Not 2, not 4, 3. Use the warp gate at the northwest side of the city and bring back the 3 items you find.
Still kind of weird how he can actually, you know, interpret all that. I don't know exactly how he does it. Whether it be... Maybe it's telepathy. I don't know. I don't think they ever really confirmed that. I mean, it is just kind of like, you know, probably for the joke, I assume. Alright, time to head toward the first time ever, the Mars tomb locations. And they're basically in the area next to the racing thing area. So, not too far from where we're basically at, which is fine by me. Ouch. Just kind of like a little over the hill a little bit, and then we'll be right there. Wait, is the Tomb of Mars what I'm thinking of? No. Maybe I'm thinking... No, hold on. I'm trying to think of what I'm thinking of. That place with that big giant bug thing, that's the part that has like the shitty checkpoint. Tomb of Mars might be something... Yeah, Tomb of Mars I think is not that. I think it's the outside area. Kind of like a jungle area, basically, is what it pretty much is. Shit. Yeah, I'm a bad driver, but, you know, it is what it is. It's Sunday, after all. So, yeah, I've recorded 4 videos in a row on the same goddamn day already. It's crazy. Those are big, but they don't look very nice. I assume that's probably, like, some of the food they're growing, obviously, because, you know, there's a bunch of fruits and veggies all around in the market area. Which I could probably definitely go... I could definitely go for some, because I have not been eating right in so long. I've been pretty damn bad about that shit, and I gotta stop. Okay, there's nothing back here. I thought there might be, but yeah. When I was younger, I used to think that if you jump in the portal like a certain way, it'll take you to like a certain spot, but that's not the case. They typically send you to the same damn place, I would hope. Any orbs here in this tree? Maybe? No. That's why I would put one at least. Alright, so I did mention earlier that there's... Sometimes they give you way markers and shit for things, and if I remember correctly, like, if we check the map, it should show us... Oh. Let it go all around. Now, granted... Oops. If you do the spin kick before you fall down completely, you'll be fine. Now, what the fuck is going on with my game? Is the PS5 version just not that good? Because I know sometimes that happens. Like, the PS4 version is sometimes, like, a better game than the 5. Can you... Yeah, see, this is what happens when you're not patient. This is what happens when you play like I do, sometimes. I'm a little too aggressive. Like, it's good to be aggressive, of course. You do get rewarded for that in certain parts of the game. But, not all of them. No. Unfortunately. Sometimes you gotta take your time. It just really depends on the enemy you're dealing with. Off topic, but... Wouldn't mind doing a... Crash of the Titans Let's Play at some point. And by that I mean... Most likely the Game Boy one. That's the one I like a lot. I think Crash of the Titans is a fine game, but... Okay, that's not right. Usually he kind of just gives up and shows his... Oh, what the fuck? Jack's eyes were gone for a second. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know exactly everything I'm going to do just yet, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, won't we? Whether or not I do tons and tons of Let's Plays. Something I did want to talk about was Jack, the game, does have a way to kind of lead you around. It does have the ability to lead players. And, you know, that's always kind of a good thing to have. It leads you without telling you because, like, you know, like, what upgrades you have now currently. And it's like, well, I don't have the hoverboard access, you know, so I can't do hoverboard stuff. And so, like, what can I do? Okay, well, that door back there, that didn't open, you know. Stuff like that. It might seem minuscule and just kind of pointless on paper, but then it actually is the most useful thing to figure out, like, do I need to do something here or not? You know? That's how I feel about it, at least. But yeah, the underbelly is where you basically kind of want to hit, and you just want to dodge far enough away to where he'll get pissed. You have to be far, though. That's how that works. Shit. Because if you're not too far, he'll do what he did earlier. He'll just kind of, you know, stand in that place. Okay, that can't be accessed. Just press the button. There you go. This is going to be a pretty fun mission. I kind of like having things that just let me just play through the environment and just have fun. You know? I kind of like that. Come on. Technically, I don't need to do any of that cool, you know, rolling shit. But you can if you want. Why not, right? I remember that thing. Yeah, that thing breaks eventually. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, something's going on with my game. I don't know why, but it just... This version just is acting up. It's kind of weird. And then there's that shit. Okay, let's stop looking at that because that's going to hurt somebody's eyes. Bad. It's kind of too late now, but... There's your seizure warning, I guess. I mean, granted, the game does tell us about that shit. Ah, why does it do that for? Like this... I hate when ports are just not ported correctly. You know what I mean? Like, it just sucks. Because, like, I mean, I'm not a game dev fully myself either, so I don't know the extent, like, the actual case-by-case extent of why this doesn't work the way it does. I know it's something to do, like, with, you know, new hardware. Sometimes gets kind of finicky and fucky with older things. Kind of like, I guess, why you can't play DOS games on your Windows 10 or whatever. Like, you can't just straight up just whip out a DOS game and play it. Because the things are just so different now. Something like that, as far as I'm aware, I think that's the case. I'm no expert. I'm not going to pretend like I am. I'm not going to say that I am. I'm just talking at my ass. So, take it for what you will. And yeah, for these little critters, Scattergun, it's your best friend at this point. It would have been kind of cool if you could use Dark Eco like a currency, but I used to think that all the time. And then I played Lost Frontier, and it's like, oh, it basically is now. You know what's funny is I'm usually a pretty honest person with my opinions about things, but I actually don't really hate Lost Frontier. You know, there's obviously the jacks I like better, but I gotta admit, you know, I'm okay with Lost Frontier. It's pretty alright. That smells like burnt asphalt? Yeah. God, that'd be a scary thing to accidentally drop, though. That's scaring the shit out of me there. But yeah, once you complete that, then you get access to this little platform here that's going to send us most likely back. Well, to this little main hub area. Pretty much. We were here earlier, but we didn't fight the enemies, of course. And in terms of where to go next, we have a couple different ways we can pick from. It's just a matter of, you know, which one you'd prefer. And I'm pretty sure... Let me see. I wish there was, like, a better way, faster way to open them. Yep, we gotta go this way. Also, these platforms here, they will, you know, fall down. Well, that sucks. We're back at the very beginning area, but we still have a checkpoint, though. Like, the item we got should still be in our inventory. I also like how the game can turn from like night to day. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool things in this game that people just kind of overlook because they think, oh, you know, Jak 2 hard, Jak 2 difficult, and they just don't care enough to spend the time thinking about other stuff. They just put it down as like, yeah, it was the game that was hard and difficult, and I don't like that. And I don't blame you, because you know, at one point even I was like the same way too. I had the same thought process too, where I was like, Jak 2's just too fucking hard, man. But then you kind of play it, and then you kind of learn it, and it's like, well, wait a minute. Yeah, I'd still say it's still pretty challenging for what it's worth. But I wouldn't say it's so hard that I don't want to play it anymore. I'm glad that I've at least fixed that issue. There's obviously parts that, you know, do bug me and piss me off from time to time, but that's any game, right? So what difference does, you know, what difference does it make now? I like how there's so many fucking metalheads that they just could not spawn any more skulls anymore. They're like, you already had enough. You already gained so much out of this. You don't need any more, dude. Boop. I don't know why I do the it's a force of habit for me doing uppercut. It's just a force of habit. It's what I do. I could have sworn. Yep, there is one. All right, I knew it. I knew one of these damn trees had one. Is this the block puzzle one? Yep. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I think there's actually, yeah, there's a thing right there. And I think in order to get that thing, yeah, that was bad. I think we come from there, actually. Oh, we get a checkpoint here, too. So this block puzzle is basically based on, like, where you roll the dice. And how you roll the dice. So just follow my pattern and it should be fine. Just don't fuck up. I think it's... Yeah, I fucked up! I fucked that one up. This one's just, like, hit up. And then to the left. And then this one's just like kind of like a diagonal shot. This one's just straight right. And this one I think is, yeah, that's right. Well, I think there's like multiple ways you could still do it, but regardless, that's how you do it. It's not too hard of a puzzle, really. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that does struggle with it, because I don't. Again, you know, it's one of those cases of I don't blame you. I've struggled for that before, too. Many a time. When I was, you know, younger and playing the game for the first time. By younger, I mean, like, high school-ish. Teens. I mean, Jak 2 did not come out when I was in high school. I was, like, probably... Probably middle, I don't remember when Jak 2 came out. Probably middle school at best, if that. I don't know. I'm 30, so that's crazy to think about. I'm actually finally fully an adult. That's how I see it, at least. Because 18 just seems still too young. 21, like, yeah, you can drink beer. Like, yeah, you're... Because like, you can't drink beer at 18, no. Yeah, it would. But, you know, so it's like that's already one thing, a part of adulthood that you don't get access to. And then you turn 21, and now it's like, now you have access to it. You know, to alcohol and what have you. Those guys sound exactly like those fucking... Like Frog do some Ratchet or whatever. That's what it sounded like to me from Ratchet 1. And then now, like, I don't know, I feel like when you turn 30, it's like, this is where you're supposed to kind of have kids, which I don't have any. I did want at least a kid, but that never happened, so... Kind of gave up on that whole thing, and changed my dreams around, you know? It happens. I may come you know, pathetic to some people, if not everybody, for not having a kid, but it is what it is. No, don't disable this up. Sorry. I was hitting buttons during that. Also, real quick, just to kind of explain the jumping, you don't want to mash jump in this game. Like, you can do it. You can mash jump, sure, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just, you know, whenever Jack makes his first jump, then you can do it again. I mean, great if you want to get, like, slightly higher, then yeah, you can mash it, but I don't know. It's hard to explain why I don't do it. Alright, so this part coming up. You take about 1 damage each hit, and it sucks. But, this part just sucks no matter what you do. And I will probably end up taking damage regardless. But at least you can heal it. Now, I'm no expert on this area, to be fair. So I'm not going to pretend like I am. Fucking Doug. It's... The rocks, I think, have like a specific... I think they have like a specific pattern to them falling. Unfortunately, we don't have the fun iframes that we get normally with this shit. It's kind of stupid. Oh my god. It's like they know I'm basically cheating at that point. Cheating! Oh, cheating. I was doing the Patrick thing. For the Boatmobile episode. SpongeBob's trying to get a license episode. Alright, so yeah, that's a pretty dumb part. And if you do die in this next part coming up, it will consequence you to putting you back to that rock climbing section. So, yeah, I about died, actually. Good thing Jack's pretty good at grabbing ledges. I feel like Ratchet sometimes doesn't. Alright, Dex, it's all on you.
No one will ever know we were here.
Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Alright, there you go. I wish this part had sub... I don't know why these don't have subtitles on them, though. That's kind of weird. Yeah, they sound exactly like the fucking frogs from Ratchet. I just think... I mean, Ratchet 1 came out before Jack 2, I think. Pretty sure. I would assume so. I mean, the whole reason why Jack had guns in the first place was GTA, not really necessarily Ratchet. But I would assume that Ratchet might have been an inspiration for that, too, I would guess. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. But isn't it kind of wild that, like, games used to be this back then, and now we don't really have that? We don't have that luxury of just having games just being games anymore. They all have to be fucking some weird, dumb, you know, safe movie bullshit crap. And I'm sure people would love to hear me rant about fucking modern gaming again, like I do in every single video I've ever made in the past 20-some odd years. But we all know the struggles. It's basically just a case of, you know, it fucking sucks that everything has to be so goddamn, like, by the books now. They're so specific with everything. Like, it has to be a movie. It has to cater to this audience. You know, it can't be for gamers. It has to be like a fucking 80-hour RPG, quote-unquote. Like, I'm fine with things like Baldur's Gate and shit, you know, as long as they are at least good, you know, that's fine. I'm just talking about, like, everything has to be that way. Assassin's Creed has to be that way. I mean, Assassin's Creed's been that way for fucking ever. It's been that whole, like, trying to be, you know, long, open world. I mean, that's basically what it is. But then they tried doing the whole Dark Souls thing of changing Assassin's Creed Origins into Dark Souls, which was kind of weird, to be honest. Not a fan of that. I did actually have Assassin's Creed Origins, but I don't have it anymore. I sold it. I'm pretty sure I did. You know, we're in the area. Let's go to Torn. I was going to go to the Precursor thing to get that Dark Jack upgrade, but I don't really need it. Dark Jack upgrades are kind of fucking pointless until you get invincibility. I mean, the uppercut thing's cool and all, but we already have Dark Bomb. It's not like it matters. We already have a nuke, like a screen nuke anyway. I'm pretty much fine. But if we're in the area, if we're in the AO, you know, then I'll decide to go, you know, check it out, go deal with it, I guess. Then fuck off. I'm trying not to hit any of these guys, any of the guards, so I don't accidentally piss them off and then send all their goons out on me and shoot me down. Granted, they probably couldn't kill me fast enough anyway, but I just don't want to have something stop me in my tracks every 5 seconds. Alright, what do you got for me now, Torn, baby?
What the hell did you do? Us? Nothing. We've been, sightseeing. Right, Jack?
Really? Then why are the Crimson Guard looking for a dangerous young man with light hair, blue tunic, and a rabbit orange rat on his...
Wait, did he say light blue hair? No.
Could be anyone. Orange is the new black this season.
Look, climbed up to the Baron's palace and tripped a few alarms.
Oh, right. Like, I didn't authorize a strike.
Hey, we kicked the Baron's ass. Fortunately, he escaped.
And we overheard a secret meeting with the leader of the Metalheads.
No, he was on some communicator, but we heard him.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
But the Metalheads gonna double cross him.
Must have angered someone, because there's word from the wasteland that Metalhead
Hey, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why didn't you tell me Ashley was Praxis' daughter? What's your connection with her?
That's none of your business. Since you stirred up the One Piece nest, you and Whiskers here get to inform our people of your safe houses. Shuttle each agent.
Oh, fuck, it's this one. Oh, God. I hate transport missions. I hate them. Having to deal with somebody else in my party at the same fucking time. Like, sure, we get the big cars, but the problem is if the big car blows up, you know, like if you try to get out of the big car to go get into another one, they're not gonna fucking go for that one. Get in. But the fun thing is you can do that shit. Now, I don't... yeah, they're gonna get pissed off anyway. Okay. This guy's pretty easy. You just put him here, drop him off. There you go. Bingo, done. Now on to the next one. This is not necessarily a hard mission, per se. This is not actually a hard mission, per se. It's just slightly annoying having to do it, because you gotta worry about fucking guards everywhere. Now, my pro tip is every time you drop off a guy, or whatever, grab another vehicle. Grab another vehicle, as the guards would say. They have a specific way of saying vehicle. They never pronounce the H in it. It's weird. Like, they're not even... like, they're speaking, you know, English, so you think they would... I don't know. Also, kind of funny how, like, these cars have, like, 2 wheels, like, 2 steering wheels. Mainly just so the devs didn't have to fucking worry about, I would assume, probably, like, getting in one side and having to animate the character running to the other side of the car if they were to get on the wrong side. On the passenger side, quote-unquote. Because, like, you know, GTA does that, where you obviously, you know... Get in! Doofus. I'm pretty sure he got hit by something. But here's the weird part. Like, they animated those guys doing it. They gave them the ability to do that. To just automatically run to the other side. But maybe they didn't want to... Maybe they didn't want players losing control of Jack, maybe? I don't know. In the sense of losing out on being able to fully play him, I guess? Who knows? I'm not a dev. I wasn't there. Alright. Next guy is slightly close by. Yeah, he's not too far. Also, not every roof you can hover over. You can a few of them, but not every single one of them. Alright, get in. Yeah, be careful about hitting them with the car, because you might kill them. 'Cause I think you can kill them, actually. Alright, there's our little objective. It's way the fuck out there. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I just gotta, like, turn around this way. always follow the marker on your minimap. Don't follow the marker on. Don't follow the Batman symbol thing in the sky, because that won't be enough. Ooh, look at that. If we don't have to go back to Torn in this very mission, we can just stop by the precursor place. And that's always kind of a nice thing too, is just being able to do that. Yeah, we're done here. All right, cool. Where is that fucking guy? There he is. Boop. Alright, see you guys later. I'm gonna get a nice, cool upgrade. This is always pretty cool cutscene, just watching Jack just transform into dark. And potentially even gain more control over his dark powers, too. His dark powers. Alright, so yeah, basically just uppercut. There you go. Ouch. Very nifty, very nice, and I would say definitely probably my favorite of the Dark Jack moves. I like doing uppercut anyway, so, you know, kind of works out that way. Looks like Torn is the only one with a mission right now. That kind of sucks, but, well, like, I wouldn't mind having, like, maybe more access to a few more things, so we could just, you know, get them done, too. Not like it technically matters, to be fair. This is completely off topic, but I saw a video yesterday of some people in Japan were dressed up like the Yakuza 7 characters. Well, like a Dragon 7 characters. And they were just doing that whole, like, you know, group party running around the city thing. And then they ran into some girl, which I don't know if the girl was a part of that group or not, but that was pretty... If she was not part of that group, I kind of feel bad for her just, like, accidentally just getting run into. But if she was, you know, in on the joke, then, yeah, sure, that's fine, but... It'd be kind of embarrassing if she wasn't. I don't know what that was for, Dax, but, eh. We all do weird things just because.
What happened before?
Metalheads broke through the old city wall. We fought them, but then the Baron pulled back, leaving everyone outside the new barrier to die. Only the shadows
No.
somehow stopped the attack.
And now you expect us to go out there again?
You catch on fast.
I mean, why the fuck not?
Reaching the sacred site.
I don't know why Jack doesn't think he's good enough. I mean, I understand, like, you know, ludonarrative dissonance and all that shit, but he was so amped up earlier about kicking ass, and now it's just not really. Nice. What? Can't that show off? So now we have the Vulcan barrel. Ooh, boy. And because we got this from Torn and not Crew, we don't really need to go to the gun course to really learn how to use it. Although I think a gun course will eventually open up enough for us to do it, though. I don't think it as like a main mission thing. I think it's just more so as like an optional thing you can go do now. But I don't think Peacemaker has one either. I don't know. I have to go check on that later. But yes, you only get 4 guns. Red, blue, yellow, and purple. And honestly, if we ever got a Jack 4, I want, like, you know, green and maybe black, white, or something, like, just like another set of, like, 3 sets of, like, 4 weapons or something, or 4 sets of, like, 3 I don't know. More Jack 3 weapons. Is my fucking thing lagging? I'll have to watch the video later. Make sure it's okay. It usually is pretty okay, but you never know. So the Vulcan Cannon, Vulcan Fury, sorry. It's pretty much like blaster damage, but the benefit of it is you hold it down and it chains like that. Of course, it does eat through ammo pretty fast, and we only have like 100, so it's kind of relatively pretty weak right now, which is going to be the case. But I do promise you that you will eventually get an ammo upgrade. So it has a wind-up feature because, of course, you know, it's a sort of like minigun type thing. And in order to defeat said in order to get past or bypass the wind-up feature, you do that. That's right. Or you do this. Yeah, jump circle also works too, which is something I tend to do quite often with the Vulcan whenever I need it. The Vulcan is fine. Not my particular cup of tea in terms of like usefulness, but I definitely think it's not a bad gun. It's decent for groups such as these little buggers. But in terms of like just regular sized metalheads, I wouldn't say it's probably like the better choice. I'm gonna go Dark Jack and just fucking eat these guys alive because I don't want to deal with them. I didn't have to, but why not? I gotta get some more Dark Eco back, right? Just for the hell of it. God damn, man. Like, I don't know if it's just dopamine hits or what, but this game just fucking fills me with it. It's weird. It's really weird how it does that. But I just absolutely adore this game, man. I just fucking adore this game. I'm glad I'm glad I did this. This was a good idea. This was actually one of my few good ideas I've done in the recent years, I guess. Alright, any more guys? Maybe some precursor orbs hiding around the corner, never know. The thing is, I think you can actually keep a burst going through. Like, I think as long as there's an enemy that you can shoot at, I think the burst can still continuously go. If you just keep mashing your shots. Did that fill me up? Yep. Alright. Can you switch, please? I do not want to use the Vulcan on this guy. And I'm dead. Now I gotta do it all over again. Oh, boy. Yeah. Let's try that. Whatever. Also, in other news of things I've been doing, I watched, again, the Scott the Woz video on Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, which is the racing game. And he did not like it very much. And I understand, you know, it's fine. You don't have to. No one says you have to. Like everything. But I have Donkey Kong Barrel Blast myself because I wanted, you know, as many Donkey Kong games in terms of, like, outside the arcade-wise that I could have, you know. Because I like Jungle Beat, I like Donkey Kong Country, you know. I kind of want something within that vicinity of that type of Donkey Kong. And, I haven't really played it much. I played it the one time, didn't know what I was doing, and just kind of gave up for a bit. And I was like, I'll come back to it later and learn it. And then, after watching that video, I was like, I want to play it, actually. You know, now that I kind of have an idea of what you're supposed to sort of do. And yeah, I kind of like it. Weirdly enough, I don't think it's really that bad. Once I learned that, you know, using the nunchuck stick to activate, like, that charge thing, and you could run into barrels and keep your charge going, like, that was so cool, you know? At least I thought it was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I thought there was like a metal that still left. For fuck's sake. I keep forgetting to do the thing with the blaster that I was gonna try out. Okay, so maybe it does do that. The whole like keeping the burst alive thing. It might. It's hard for me to say, I don't know exactly. Also, I could have sworn that uppercut does give you the reward of blaster. Alright, so real quick. I know I said that I didn't really like using it on big guys very often, and that still kind of stands true. However, I will say this. The Vulcan on these metalheads, these shooty ones, these grenade ones, yeah. Keeping them stun locked is extremely helpful. So, I kind of messed that part up, and yeah, I'm kind of stupid. That's fine, you know, we tend to kind of just remember things eventually. And plus, you know, it has, like, relatively really good range. The auto-locking's kind of shit, though, but it's got a good range on it. Okay, so it kind of does like a double burst thing, but not really fully. Also, be careful. There's another guy right here. There we go. And that's where the Vulcan becomes useful. More useful, I guess. Fuck this. Also, I don't think collecting Dark Eco while in Dark Form does continue your Dark barrage of bullshit. Also, again, there really is no way to turn off Dark Jack necessarily by a button press, but there is a way to... Well, there's no technical way, but there kind of is, if I'm not mistaken, which is hoverboard, and you'll see that later, of course. We've already seen it before. Like, you know you're going to get it. Not really spoiling much there, to be fair. Ooh.
Is that? No, it couldn't. That's not.
It's Samos's hut.
But what? How? When? Where? Why?
We're in the future, Dax. This horrible place is our world.
That's pretty crazy, ain't it? That's pretty fucking crazy, ain't it? Okay, to where do I go now? Up there, maybe?
Let's go back
I
to
don't
the
remember.
city.
Oh, I guess we're going back to the city. So wait, what was the point of this mission again? Like, what were we doing here exactly? I honestly don't remember at all. I don't remember. Oh well. But yeah, look at that. We now know that that entire time was actually, or that power cell door thing was actually a time machine, and now we're in the future. Sort of. Ish.
I think we need to go back to the city, Jack.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Dax? Leave me the hell alone. Alright, let's see here. Who do we got mission-wise now? Back to Torn? Alright. We'll go back to Torn real quick, and if he's not going to start us on a mission, which, I mean, even if he did, we just would walk out the door. But I'll end off the video once we do his cutscene and talk to him.
Around this place to get noticed.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? That's Samos's hut right there. It's all dilapidated and destroyed. I mean, we have been there forever, so yeah. It happens. Excuse me, coming through. Yeah, I need to go pee. So, I'd love to keep this going, but I gotta go piss, man. I gotta go piss. And you don't want to really ruin Jack for you, you know? I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, right?
Energy force at the old house. The metalheads are drawn to it. No kidding. We used to know the guy that lived there.
So, you're the new recruits who keep...
Oh, shit.
I am known as the Shadow, but you make only Samos. And you are...
Jeez, Jack, we went through all that to meet His Holiness, old logger-to-head Grandpa Green.
Don't you know?
Never seen you before, and I never forget a face, especially one that ugly.
So,
Yep. Yep, here we go.
Into the future, right?
yeah, you used to look older than dirt and uglier than a knotted stump. What gives? Did you get a little nip and tuck while we were gone?
Listen, what kind of twigs you've been chewing on, but I don't have time for this. We've got a baron to overthrow, a child heir to protect, an invasion of metalheads to stop, and a city to save. I'd say the schedule's pretty full. Besides, I haven't gone through any rivers. I hate teleporting.
Sure sounds like the old saying.
So
Right now, I need you to go
he's done it before.
and
If he hates teleporting, that has to indicate that he's done that before, right?
protect it much longer. Chase down and destroy all the metalhead scouts you find. Good luck.
Pretty weird shit, huh? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go back outside, and I think this is the mission we have to protect Samos when he's doing his thing. But anyway, that will be it for Jack 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Real quick, I'm just gonna take a look-see here, secret-wise. Oh, so you have to get them to... Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. So, as always, take care, everybody.